I'm Iva from the paying agency in Czech Republic. And as the paying agency, we are mostly responsible for designing the delivery system. And that's what we are going to look at during my presentation, at the improvements we want to do for the future. So next slide, please. Why we want to do this, why we want to improve our application process. Well, our main motivation is to avoid double checks, because right now what is happening is that a local action group receives a project application, and they do all the administrative and eligibility checks. Then they do the selection and it comes to us, to the paying agency, and we again do the same amount of checks and some more, of course, because likes do not always have all the information. And the original thought was that if lags do this work, that it would mean maybe less work for us at the paying agency. And I can say that some lags are actually more strict than us as the paying agency. But on the other hand, there are some lags where it seems that they do not do like any checks at all based on what we are getting. And you also need to keep in mind that there are 180 local action groups in Czech Republic, so the quality varies. It's really broad. So what we want to do in the future is for the lags not to do the checks, and we will see that. Also, we want lags to have more time and space, not to deal with this administrative burden, but to focus on people, on working with their territory, on animation. And this could also create, we hope, a stronger bond and a sense of partnership between lag and potential beneficiaries, because we want lags to become more partners or more guides than some funding agencies. And also, what is one of our main goals is for the lags to be these partners. And so the beneficiaries wouldn't have to pay for some external agencies and consultants to fill the application forms for them, because we believe this should be the task of the lags. That's what they should do. They should help the beneficiaries, so the beneficiaries don't have to pay for some externals. So next slide, please. Here you can see how we are thinking about doing this. You can see that what I've described briefly in the previous slide, that nowadays when a beneficiary comes with a project idea, he is supposed to take some rounds of consulting with the lag, and then the lag just gives him all these forms to fill, and he also has to bring all the supporting documents, which is kind of a lot. Then the lag does all these administrative and eligibility checks. Afterwards, after these checks, then comes the selection of projects, and the projects selected are registered, submitted to the paying agency for further administration. What we want to do in the future is that when beneficiary comes to the lag helps him to develop his idea, to bring some basic concept, a draft with this basic information that are needed for the selection process. And only those who are selected will only then have to develop or to fill the application form and bring all the documents. This means that only the projects selected would have to do all this work. So we believe that this would be more simple, and the role of the lag wouldn't be to do all these checks, but it would be to help the beneficiary with the application. So there would be more sense of partnership in that, we hope. And only after all these documents are brought, then the application would be registered at paying agency, who will do all the administrative check and take the whole administrative burden. And by doing this, we hope to strengthen the bottom-up approach, the connections in the territory between the like, its members and potential beneficiaries. And we also hope that this would give the likes more time and space to focus maybe also on developing some more interesting and innovative projects. So there could also be more space for innovation. And the next slide, please. Yes, because this is what we are thinking about, but there are still so many things we keep on discussing, me and my colleagues, and I believe these topics also occur among all of you. What we are focused on mostly or lately is how to find balance between these concepts, like that all the actions should be local. It should come from the bottom, from the local people, but also we need to avoid the conflict of interest. And how do we grasp conflict of interest? Because this used to be quite a sensitive topic. You might have noticed that we used to have a prime minister in a huge conflict of interest. We don't have right now, but this was really a sensitive topic, especially in Czech Republic. Also, we have problems with grasping the innovation and how to fit those new innovative ideas into our clear and sometimes very strict eligibility rules. And also lately, we have discussed these state aid rules, because we would be really happy if we could say, oh, everything that's done local, any local project, local action, it's just cannot affect the state aid rules. So it would just be said by this that we don't have to worry about state aid. But well, that cannot be said. At least it cannot be said at any time, at any case. So this is also what we keep discussing on and on. And I believe that's it, because the next slide is only to thank you for your attention, and I'd be happy to discuss anything with you later.